Being in the data center world is extremely exciting. I just had the opportunity this week to work at a data center, and where it's being built, one company is already there, 2 more companies are coming, and so technicians who work in the data center area are in for years of overtime, which they enjoy, and it's also going to be a great opportunity for us because it works not only with our networks products, but also our industrial products.
I think that's going to be a big part of our future is the data centers, not only in terms of the cabling, which as the networks guy, I think is the most important part of the data center. But if you talk to data center people, you realize that things like cooling and power management and battery backup, all of those things are critical to data centers.
Fluke is definitely in the conversations because they're looking to us to maintain the backbone of those data centers. And our testers are the ones that are proving whether or not what they've got built is meeting the standards.
You don't build these centers in a day. You need to get land. You need to get a building permit. You need to put a building in there. You need to start putting the infrastructure inside for the building. And they are running short on supplies, the building material to get these buildings up to speed. Now, once the building is there, actually putting the cabling in is sort of a last part of it. You can't put the cable in until the tray is there, until the roof is there. Where I see a role for Fluke Networks to develop new tools that can look at cables in new ways, in simpler ways, in faster ways, and then working on our traditional red light, green light, easy for the low-level technician to understand.
With data centers, speed and efficiency is king there. So as we think about new products that we're moving forward with, we are working on ways to make our products faster, make our products more efficient with reporting of information and data.
When people come out with a new type of connector, a new type of fiber, it's not just the new fiber that's going to be working well, but there's an entire package around the fiber. The fiber is just a piece of glass. You need to jacket the glass, you need to put a connector on the glass, you need to be able to install the glass, and you have to be able to test the glass to make sure that it was properly installed.
And if you don't get it done and you have to go back and retest it, you may face fines or clawbacks that are more money than you would have ever made on the project in the first place. If you talk to data center people, you realize that things like cooling and power management and battery backup, all of those things are critical to data centers. And we have a role to play in all of those.
So they need an IR window, they're going to need thermal imaging products, they're going to need traditional electrical testers. Data centers use a lot of power.
Fluke we're a super interesting company because I think we've got products in all different kinds of areas, right? So we've got our calibration segment, we've got Fluke Networks, which we're talking about now, but we've also just got so many testing products, whether it's reliability, healthcare, anything like that, even though it's not directly related to AI and data centers. I think we have products basically in any segment. So whether you're trying to diagnose something as simple as replacing an outlet at a data center, we got the tool for that. If you're trying to test anything like copper, fiber optic cabling, we've also got a tool for that.
I would say with the Fluke brands, with everything that we have available to us, every customer is going to be a little bit unique, but as long as our people understand the basis of the tools that we have to offer, we can be asking the pertinent questions to find out what else we can do to help them.
This demand for the growth in AI, it's scary when I see them saying, oh yeah, this data center company just bought 5,000 acres on this part of town because the land is cheap and they've got electricity, but they need to build out so fast. Now, how do we support that? By testing those new connector types, by testing the traditional electricity, and then we're going to need to help them train the new workforce because there aren't enough workers with experience to bring these products up to speed.
In the 76 years at Fluke, we've done a great job of keeping up with emerging markets, releasing products to help essentially emerging markets continue to grow and help those technicians diagnose any sort of problems, testing, calibration needs that they have.
We've got a lot of opportunities to grow our product set, adding, not just improving the existing features, but adding new features and new capabilities that we don't have.
Data centers are evolving very rapidly as the AI revolution goes on, and it's going to be a focus for us to spend a lot of time there in those data centers, and we have people doing that right now, going out and working as they're building data centers, as they're managing them.
Really that impact of AI is impacting the data center itself And that's where Fluke Networks plays, and a solution that our customers are asking for in terms of our capabilities to, again, test multiple types of fiber optic connectors and also be able to increase the efficiency and speed that we do that.